Hello and welcome to Recharge Wrestling. I'm Fisher, and it's time for predictions again. And it's the Elimination Chamber 2022 WWE PLE. So yeah, I am predicting second. Keeney's just done his, so go and watch his video. Krusty will also be doing his separately as well. Last time I did this, I had watched Keeney's first. So I mentioned him quite a lot in mine. I haven't seen this time. He's literally just finished recording it and not even uploaded it yet. So this time I'm going in completely blind to what he's done at least, and anybody else, because our predictions league hasn't been put on Twitter yet, hasn't been opened to our faithful Recharge Wrestling Twitter following. Which we will be doing tomorrow. So look out for that if you watch this video. Hopefully it should be uploaded tonight. So yeah, tomorrow, that being Thursday. So let's get to it then. The card for this is 8 matches to predict, so I better get on with it. First of all, you've got Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. This is one of the ones I'm torn on. Not an obvious one. I thought they would do this match at WrestleMania, actually. I'm kind of surprised that they're doing it now, because obviously they've been doing the Miz and Dominic really on Raw, and I thought maybe it was leading to Miz and Rey at Mania, but they've rushed it. They've done it now. They may well do it again at Mania or involving these people, but I'm going to go, because I think this is a one and done, I'm going to go for Rey to win this. Rey Mysterio. He's on the cover of WWE 2K22 as well, which I think could have some significance. It's in Saudi Arabia, and they love their sort of nostalgic stars, and Rey Mysterio is certainly one of them, and they love big babyface victories. So I think Rey Mysterio wins. The second match is a women's tag team match. Good to see, by the way, so many women's matches on the card here. Really nice. And you've got a sort of a WrestleMania warm-up here, really, for Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey teaming with Naomi against Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Bit random that they're doing this as a tag team match, but it did make sense based on the storyline they did on SmackDown last week, where at the end of the fantastic match between Naomi and Charlotte, which we'll no doubt discuss on the podcast, our normal podcast, which is recording tomorrow as well and out on Friday morning as usual, and on the YouTube channel probably by Friday evening. So Ronda and Naomi versus Charlotte and Sonya. I think this is quite clear which way this is going to go. Surely Ronda Rousey's not going to lose her first match back. I know the Rumble was technically her first match, but her first proper match. This is a Mania warm-up, and I think Charlotte can take the loss here without taking the loss as such, because obviously Sonya, I think, will take the pin or tap out here, and Ronda and Naomi will win. After that, we have the women's Elimination Chamber match to face the Raw Women's Champion, which I'll get to later at WrestleMania. So you've got Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Nikki ASH, and Alexa Bliss was the final competitor announced on Raw. I was hoping for Bayley and Asuka purely because they haven't been around, they haven't been seen, but it's cool that Alexa's back as well. We've seen her in the last few weeks with these promos. It's be interesting to see what she does in the match. I don't think she's going to win it, although I wouldn't mind seeing Alexa v Becky at some point. Rhea Ripley had a really impressive showing on Raw in the Gauntlet, and I think they may have her have an impressive showing here without winning. I think Liv, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH are just in there to get pins, to be honest with you, and I think Bianca Belair wins to get the revenge on Becky at Mania from SummerSlam and their other matches since. I think that's the story that makes sense. And Bianca winning makes sense. She's the most pushed person probably in this match. She won the Gauntlet match on Raw to come in 6th. So if she comes in 6th and doesn't win, I think that makes her kind of look weak, and I can't see that happening. So I think Bianca Belair wins. If I was to pick a second person, which we're not allowed to, and doing one pick for these, I know sometimes with big matches we do, multi-person matches, we do 2 for like the Rumble, but for this it's just 1. If I was going to pick a second person, I probably would pick Alexa Bliss. That's not, that's just what I think. But yeah, Bianca is my official prediction. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss, Falls Count Anywhere match. Now, that's the fact it's a Falls Count Anywhere match gives it some kind of doubt, because obviously Happy Corbin can get involved. He can There can be shenanigans around the outside. It can cost Drew somehow. Someone else can get involved as well. But it could not even be Corbin. But I don't think they have Drew McIntyre lose to Madcap Moss. I just can't see it. So I think I've got to go for Drew McIntyre there, but you never know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think Drew's winning. I know they've already done this match and Drew won before, but I don't think they'll 50-50 this. Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. I love the promo from Roman on SmackDown saying Roman's going to Goldberg, and I actually think that is exactly what's going to happen in this match. I don't think it's going to go long. I don't think we're going to get 10-15 minutes worth of wrestling here. It is a Goldberg match after all. And I think the best solution here is Roman to just beat him in 2 minutes. It's not going to be the main event because I think you've got the men's chamber and you've got the women's chamber. That are big matches that you can do for a long period. This should be short and sweet, and hopefully, Goldberg puts Reigns over clean here. And if he has a match at Mania, fine. If he's done, fair enough as well. But yeah, Roman to win. I have seen some theories that Goldberg could win, and then I don't know, but it just seems a bit odd to me. I don't think that's going to happen. Roman wins. The Usos versus the Viking Raiders. Surprised they've done this one here. I thought they would just have done this on SmackDown, but fair enough. It's a difficult one, this, because who do the Usos face at WrestleMania if they keep the titles? I think they could do some sort of multi-man match. We've got fair few tag teams on SmackDown. But then I don't see the Viking Raiders winning them and defending them at Mania either. So I'm going to go for the bloodline to be kept as strong as possible until WrestleMania. And the Usos will retain the titles here, possibly lose them at WrestleMania. But yeah, not now. I don't think it's. I think it could be time, but I don't see the Viking Raiders winning it and then defending them at Mania. So for that reason, I've got to go for the Usos to win. Becky Lynch and Lita. Really excited about this. This is such a cool comeback match for Lita. But I don't think I have the same view as I do with Ronda Rousey, where she's not losing a comeback match. I think this is a little bit of a different scenario. This is sort of a nostalgia run where she's going to put over current people if she even has a proper run. There are rumours she may not even have another match after this. I think she may well, but I don't think they're going to put the title on someone that they're not even sure what she's doing in the future. And they're certainly not going to take the title off Becky Lynch this close to WrestleMania. I think that would be crazy. I think you get, as I mentioned earlier, they kind of spoiled it with my women's match earlier. Bianca wins the chamber, Becky wins here, and you get them facing Mania. The stories at SummerSlam to here, you can finally pay it off at Mania. That's perfect to me. So yeah, Becky wins here, but I just want to see a good showing from Lita. That's what I want to see. I want to see if she's still got it, and hopefully she has. Because like I say, Lita was one of my sort of childhood heroes as a wrestler. My favorite women's wrestler when I was younger. Really, I think she was a real inspiration to a lot of young women. So yeah, I really hope it's a good match. And then the main event: Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth freaking Rollins, Riddle, Austin Theory, and AJ Styles inside the Elimination Chamber. This one could. I'm 50-50 on this, but it is literally 50-50 between two people. I don't think the other four have got a chance. Those four being Riddle, Styles, Rollins, and Austin Theory. I think Theory will probably be the first one out. I was to predict that. And I think it comes down to Lesnar and Lashley. And it just depends on what weight WWE want to go with the main event of WrestleMania. Do they want it title v title, Brock v Roman, to make the match as big as possible and put their eggs all in one basket? Or, which is what I think they should do, the second option is have two big title matches at Mania. Brock v Roman doesn't need two titles on the line. And I hate the two title thing because then they've got to lose. They always lose one soon after, and then you'd have to have Roman or Brock lose it soon after at like the next pay-per-view. So I'd rather that Lashley wins and he faces one of the other guys in this match potentially, or someone else at WrestleMania. But my prediction wise, I don't know which way it's going to go. So if I was having two picks, they would be my two picks. But my one pick, I'm going to go with my heart and rather than my head here, which may not be the best solution for predictions. But I want Bobby Lashley to win because I don't want title versus title. I want two big matches, and I don't think Lashley only just won it. He doesn't deserve to lose it again. And hot potato in the title doesn't do anyone any favors, in my opinion. So Lashley to win. I might regret that, but yeah, Lashley wins, and maybe Roman screws Lesnar, or Heyman screws Lesnar, or something along those lines. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. As I say, check out the the rest of the predictions when they come up. Thank you very much for listening. You can find me on Twitter. Find us on Twitter at RechargeWrestle. Interact with us. Join in our, if you're watching this video and you haven't joined in our predictions, please join our prediction league. It's a whole lot of fun. We've got quite a lot of people entering it, and it's been really good so far. So I hope you enjoy it, and enjoy Elimination Chamber. We'll be reviewing it next week. Goodbye.